You did it. You finally closed on your house. You sound a mountain of paperwork. You got the keys, and now you're officially a homeowner. The feeling, probably a mix of pride, relief, and maybe a little, okay, what's next? If that's you, you're in the right place. Because in this video, I'll be walking you through what happens after closing, what to do in the first 48 hours, the first 7 days, and your first 30 days. And also what smart homeowners do within the first year to save money, time, and stress. And we're going to talk about the one thing that 99% of homeowners don't do, but can save you thousands when you eventually decide to sell. My name is Tierra.Hensley, and I am a realtor here in the Middle Tennessee area. I'm helping buyers, sellers, and people relocating here to the Middle Tennessee area. I'm also posting weekly content to keep you informed. If that's something of interest to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss an update. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating here, give me a call. My number is 931-486-4537. All of my contact information will be down below. Now, within the first 48 hours of closing on your new home, you want to make sure to breathe. Take a minute to just take it all in. You just went through the emotional marathon of buying a home. And it's okay to feel a little overwhelmed. You've been in constant motion for weeks. So the very first thing I tell my clients, take 24 to 48 hours to do nothing major. Sit down in your new living room, even if it's empty. Order pizza, eat off paper plates, and just soak it all in. You are a homeowner. Congratulations. This will just give you a moment to reset and notice things, like which windows bring in the best morning light, or how quiet or not so quiet the streets are at night. You don't need to pack everything all at once. Just breathe and let your new space start to feel like home. Now, when you're done with all of that and you've taken it all in, you want to go ahead and review your homeowner's insurance. And if you bought your home with a mortgage or a loan, you should already have your homeowner's insurance in place. But let's be honest, most people don't actually look at the coverage. So grab that policy and look for your deductible amount. Look to see if you're covered for wind, hail, and flood. Sometimes these things are separate. How much of your personal property is covered, and whether it's a replacement cost or an actual cash value. Those differences matter big time if and when something happens. Now, if you paid cash for your house, nobody forced you to purchase an insurance policy, which means it's on you to protect your asset. Take a little time to just read over your policy and save it digitally. Label the file homeowner's insurance - your address. That way, if you ever need to pull it up, you can easily locate it. And here's a pro tip. You can switch homeowners insurance at any time. You do not have to wait for the renewal date. Sometimes one phone call can save you thousands, so keep that in mind. Now, my next tip is to start your pre-listing inspection mindset now. I know you just moved in and I'm already talking about the next sale, but stick with me. When you eventually sell this home, whether it's 2 years from now or 12 years from now, buyers want to know that the home was maintained and cared for. So make sure you start documenting everything now. Get you a folder, whether digital or physical, and label it Home Binder. Inside this folder, make sure you put your inspection report from closing, any receipts for repairs or upgrades, paint colors, flooring details, and appliance manuals, any service records. Let's say you had your HVAC serviced. You want to keep that receipt and documentation in that folder. Pest control maintenance, roof maintenance, any of those things should all go in that folder for documentation. You can even have like an Excel spreadsheet on your computer with the date of service, what was serviced, who did the work, and how much it cost. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something consistent and that you can look back on when the time comes. That binder will make your home easier to maintain and more marketable down the road. Plus, if you ever need to make an insurance claim, you'll already have the documentation ready and available. Future you will thank you. Tip number 4, make sure you change all of your locks and door access codes, if any. So you may have gotten your keys from the seller, maybe even garage door remotes. But here's the truth. You don't know how many copies are out there. Maybe the seller gave one to a family member, a neighbor, a handyman, or a cleaning crew. So just do yourself a favor and get your locks changed. It's a cheap peace of mind. If it's a smart lock, you can do a factory reset and reconnect it to your phone. And if you have a garage keypad, make sure you reset that code. And if you're not sure how to reset the code, a quick Google search should help you out with that. Now, number 5, which should have been done, before closing, is to make sure the utilities are transferred in your name. That's going to include your electric, your water, gas, sewer, trash pickup, and internet. And if you close on a Friday, don't assume that everything will stay on over the weekend if it hasn't been done and changed over. Many offices don't work on Saturday, and you don't want to be stuck in the home with no electric or no water or something like that. You want to make sure you call each provider to confirm that everything is now in your name. And if they need proof, you want to have your settlement statement ready, as that's what's going to show them that you are now the legal owner. You can also go ahead online and look up what your trash days are, what bins are used for what, because sometimes different companies have 2 different bins, one for recycling, one for trash, and you want to know of any recycling rules. Now, number 6, which is a very common one, you want to beware of any new homeowner scams. So once your deed is recorded, your name and your address becomes public information. Now that's when the flood of fake mail begins. You'll start getting letters that look very official, such as pay $99 for a certified copy of your deed. Don't fall for it. Please just throw it away. You should have gotten a copy of your deed at closing. So any mail you get saying to pay for a certified copy of your deed, throw it out. You already paid for that as a part of your closing. And if you ever need another copy of your deed, your county or your title company can get that to you. Another one, emails and letters saying that your home loan was sold. Now, while it's true that many lenders do sell their loans, and that's completely normal, but scammers know this. So if you get that type of letter and you're questioning it, just make sure you call your lender from the number that you already have, not the one from the letters or emails that you receive. Now, next up, if you're able to, you can get your home deep cleaned before you actually start unpacking. I'm talking floors, the cabinets, the bathrooms, the vents, just the whole works. Even the nicest sellers don't always deep clean. So just think of it like wiping the slate clean before you and your family actually move in. If your budget is tight, grab some gloves, turn on the music, and do it yourself. It's a great way to get to know your new house. And if you're in Middle Tennessee, I've got some affordable local cleaning companies that I can recommend. Now, next up is finding your shutoffs and also your breaker box. Now, this one is huge, and sometimes when you get your home inspected, the inspector will tell you where these things are. But just in case your inspector did not go over this with you, you want to make sure that you walk through the house and locate your main water shutoff, which is often outside near the meter. You want to locate your water heater and also the electrical panel or your breaker box. And if you have gas, you definitely want to know where that shutoff is as well. Trust me, you don't want to be learning where these things are during an emergency or during a leak. Just make sure you take a minute to find it now versus later. Now, kind of going back to your home binder, you just want to create a simple home filing system. You're going to collect a lot of paperwork, including your closing documents, insurance info, warranties, appliance manuals, and receipts. You should make 2 folders. One for home documents, which should include your closing paperwork, your title, survey, and insurance policies. And then the second folder can be for home maintenance, receipts, manuals, paint swatches, and any pest control information. I would keep both in a digital drive, but if you want, you can also have a paper file copy of them. But digital is always safer. Another thing you want to do post closing is change your HVAC filters. This is one of the easiest maintenance wins. Replace all filters as soon as you move in, even if the home looks spotless. Write the date on each one and set a reminder every 60 to 90 days to change them again. Clean filters keep your system running efficiently and it keeps your air healthier. Now, you don't want to forget to update your address everywhere. Yes, forwarding your mail through the USPS system is a start, but don't stop there. You'll want to manually update your address with your bank and credit card companies, employers or payroll, subscriptions, insurance companies such as your car insurance, and online retailers. And if you're self-employed, update your business registration, tax filings, and website. You'd be shocked how much mail still goes to your old place after you've changed it through USPS. If you're finding any value in this video, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Now moving right along, you want to make sure you unpack your essentials. Unpack your everyday stuff first, such as your kitchen, your bathroom, and clothes. And now is the time to declutter. You probably don't need some of the things that you packed. So if it's sitting there with no place to go, now is a good time to donate. Moving is a chance to reset. You'll feel much lighter, your space will feel calmer, and you'll actually see your new home, not just cardboard boxes everywhere. Now, after about 30 days of being in your new home, you'll want to go ahead and review your mortgage details and set autopay. Normally, when you close on a home, your first payment isn't due until 30 to 60 days after. So that gives you a little breathing room with that payment. When you finally get that letter that says that your loan has been transferred, you'll want to confirm by calling your lender directly. Once confirmed, you'll want to go ahead and set up your online account and turn on autopay. You can check whether or not your escrow is going to be covering property taxes and insurance. Not all loans include that. If yours doesn't, make sure you set reminders for those due dates. Next up, you can test out your smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. Get a pack of batteries and test out those detectors. Replace the ones that don't beep. If your home doesn't have carbon monoxide detectors, you can install them, one on every floor near sleeping areas. You can easily find these detectors on Amazon or any local hardware store. It's a 5-minute job that can save lives. Another thing you want to do is seal any energy leaks. You want to take a slow walk around windows and doors with your hands and feel for any drafts. If you feel any air coming in, you can easily fix that with weather stripping or caulk. It's one of the easiest and cheapest fixes that you can do, and it can save you money in the long run. Now in Middle Tennessee, with our hot summers and cold winters, this one's worth every penny. Another item to check after you've moved in is your water temperature and pressure. Most water heaters are set up way too high out of the box. Turn it down to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. This is hot enough for comfort and safe for kids and cheaper to run. You can also test your water pressure. If it feels weak, it could be as simple as adjusting the pressure regulator. Small tweaks can make a big difference in comfort. Now, next up, you want to review that home inspection report that you received during the process of purchasing your home. I know you remember that 70-page report with all the red highlights. Don't ignore it now that you own the home. This will be your roadmap for maintenance. Go through it line by line and make a plan. You can go and fix the quick safety items first: outlets, railings, smoke alarms. Then you can move on to the preventative ones, such as caulking, small leaks, or loose fixtures. Finally, you can work on the cosmetic ones: paint, flooring, or any other minor repairs. And you don't have to go in any specific order. Like I said, just use it as a roadmap. And don't forget to keep track of what you complete in your home binder. You'll be surprised how fast your home starts feeling solid when you knock out a few at a time. Now, here are a few preventative maintenance items to stay on top of. These simple things can make a huge difference. Drain a few gallons of water from your water heater at least once a year to flush sediment. Now, if this is not something you're comfortable with doing, you can always hire a handyman or a contractor to come in and take care of that for you. Keep your gutters clean. This one's simple. Trim branches or hedges that are touching your home. Make sure sometimes you go in your attic and check for leaks after a heavy rain. Those are 5 quick tasks that can prevent $1,000 repairs. You also want to build out a go-to vendor list. Every homeowner should have an emergency call list. Find your plumber, your HVAC guy, your roofer, electrician, and handyman before something breaks. Ask your realtor for trusted local recommendations. Knowing who to call makes emergencies less stressful. Now, next up, you want to make sure you know your HOA rules. Most HOA companies have online portals where you can log in and pay your dues. So that's one of the first things you want to make sure you have the information for. Creating that account so that you can log in and set up autopay for those dues. You'll want to know if they're monthly, quarterly, or annually. You'll want to know top rules regarding parking, fences, exterior changes. Sometimes a missed payment or just a simple misunderstanding can lead to fines or even liens on your property. So it's better to stay ahead of those things. Next up, don't forget to update your personal records. At some point, you'll want to head to the DMV to update your driver's license and car registration. And if you're a voter, make sure you register to vote with your new address. If you have pets, you want to update the microchip and any vet records. Also, look up the nearest hospital or emergency clinic that takes your insurance, just in case. Another thing you can do is create a home inventory. Grab your phone and film a quick walkthrough of your major items: furniture, electronics, jewelry, and appliances. Keep it stored safely in your digital cloud. If you ever have an insurance claim, that quick video can save you so much stress. Now, some people will like this one, some people won't. You can go ahead and introduce yourself to your neighbors. Don't overthink it. Walk over, say hi. Exchange phone numbers. It's one of the easiest safety upgrades there is. Knowing at least one person nearby who can keep an eye on things. And if you ever forget to close your garage before vacation, a quick text to that neighbor that you've established a relationship with can save you a whole headache. Now, after your first year in the home, if you haven't already, you can shop home insurance again. Rates change constantly, and you may qualify for new discounts. Ask about bundling, roof credits, or smart home devices that lower premiums. And when it's time to file taxes, make sure you let your accountant know that you own a home now. It can most definitely affect your tax deductions. Also, after that first year, you want to do a yearly house checkup. Do a quick visual inspection of your roof to see if there's any missing shingles or debris. You can take a look at your foundation to see if there's any new cracks or gaps, your gutters and downspouts. And also, you can get your HVAC tuned up. You don't need to be an expert, you're just looking for changes. If something looks off, call a pro. Small issues can become big repairs fast if you don't stay on top of it. All right, you made it through the video. Yes, it's a lot, but you don't have to do everything at one time. Just follow the timeline and you'll stay ahead of most homeowners out there. So many homeowners have so much delayed maintenance. Don't let that be you. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or relocating here to Middle Tennessee, I'd love to help you. Give me a call. My number is 931-486-4537. I'd love to help you get started. Congrats again on your new home. Now go enjoy it. And don't forget to hit that like button so that more new homeowners can find it. I'll see you guys next week.